This is where everything is headed.
Congratulations on season 3. Every season feels completely, it's so different and I love it. So compared to seasons 1 and 2, what do you, how, in terms of scale and stakes, what feels the most different to you about season 3?
Well, my character is so different this season. That's something that I think is was very fun for me to dive into. Every season I get to play a different Cleon, and this season he's wildly different, and he's an emperor who doesn't care about being emperor. He doesn't want to sit on the throne or execute people or do any of the things emperors do. He just wants to hang out in the garden with his pets and, make food and be fat and happy. So I think it's a fun place to start the character this season.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I was going to say, my next question was like, Brother Day's, he's taking a load off this season and it's very entertaining to watch. So what was your favorite part about playing this long-haired version of Day?
Yeah, I just love that he just doesn't care. I love, she's going to hate this, but one of the things I loved is that he calls the robot it. And just...
It hurts my ears every time.
He just despises the robot for controlling him, for, messing around with the galaxy. Hates the robot. So
for hundreds of years, she's like taking care of them, loved them, nurtured them, and there's the thank you.
Yeah, but she's also
she's
also a robot who's been messing with their minds. That doesn't make me feel better. I mean, so that's one thing I thought was fun to play, and it goes really interesting places inside the season. That we begin in that place.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned that this version of Day hates Demerzel. So, Lara, for you, how do you describe their dynamic? Obviously, he's calling you it. So,
it went under my skin. 8 months of listening to that, him calling me it, and mimicking me on set in front of everyone. There's this scene where he comes to. I've taken my head off because I'm preparing myself, doing my private things, and he enters and he starts to mimic me and kind of like, so rude. No, to be honest, I love that. For me, one of the most interesting things about Foundation is always the relationship between Demerzel and Day. And I love all the layers. And since she doesn't forget anything, she's built to remember. So she remembers every one of them. Since they were born, when the only person they had was her, that they needed her, like she nurtured, she taught them everything. And I think there is a genuine love, or how do we know? Because she's programmed to love them. But at the same time, she's the only one of her species left. So they are the only family that she has, and kind of going through that for centuries and centuries, and remembering every betrayal, remembering every betrayal that she's done, like every time she needed to manipulate them, every time they were disappointed in her. The layers are so nuanced and so kind of build up so high. So it's every time there only needs to be one look, and it means so much because there's so much history. So it's so compelling. I love that. I love that complexity of their relationship.
Yeah. And then obviously with the looming threat of the mule kind of definitely shakes things up and changes things. I'm curious, Lee, for you, your character's often the antagonist, but fans love and want to root for him. So does the presence of the mule shift that in any way?
Yeah, I mean, there's a pretty significant new antagonist around.
He's awesome, by the way.
I know,
yeah,
he's awesome.
He's so great.
He's such a delicious, peel in it, which is such a great, what Pilu is doing with the character is such a great new energy inside the story. And the mule has to upset everything. He's this, mutant of chaos that, kind of creates this black hole in the center of this diverse galaxy, and then all the, pieces start to fall. So, it's, my character is not very aware of the mule because he's off doing his own thing.
He's fucking off.
He's just like, I'm off, I'll see you guys later. So like what the mule is up to is not really of consequence to today. But I think that's there's something to that. There's something to the wisdom of someone who's unaware. You know?
Absolutely.
Because the mule kind of exists kind of quietly while everyone's thinking about other things. I'm worried about this, worried about the traders, worried about what the Galactic Council's going to think, worried about da-da-da. And suddenly, this thing that you didn't even consider is going to be the annihilation of the species, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I have to wrap already. Our speed date is over, but thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Nice talking to you.